Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining today. I wanted to do this practice to, to help myself ground as there's so much going on right now. And I just wanted to shut everything out and really go inward, which is kind of perfect because it falls in the time of winter solstice, which is the first day of winter. It's the time when the longest night of the year and the shortest day of the year, but it promises to bring daylight. And with there's so much going on in the world right now and more restrictions, so I thought it's a time to really, there's nothing else but just going inwards that can help us to move through this darkness. And there will be light. There's always light around us, within us. So I hope you will join me to reconnect with this light that is within us, which is the reality of everything. So it's a short yin practice, one pose for sure, maybe two. I'll see how it goes. And then we'll also do end with a soham meditation, a very short soham meaning I am that, and it is actually the sound of our breath. So this will help us to again, that meaning I is the essence, that meaning the universal energy. So this helps us to really ground and connect with this universal energy that is always there, which is always protecting us, supporting us, and nourishing us. So please take a little break and join me for this Yin Yoga class to welcome winter and more daylight hours, more light. It will come. We have to trust that. I'm going to be using a bolster because we're doing a forward bend that can be hard on the hamstrings. So have a cushions, bolster if you have it, blanket, whatever you have, keep it nearby just in case you need it, okay? And we'll be holding at least the first pose for at least 5 minutes so that we really go in. So let's get started with our centering. Remember to always listen to your body and do what feels right for you. And this posture, at least the one that we're going to be doing, will also help strengthen the organs of digestion, massage the heart. And it also, as Paul Greeley, a yin yoga expert yoga teacher says that it balances the flow of qi, which helps us to sit for meditation. So let's close our eyes, shoulders rolling back and down, taking our hands in the Gyan Mudra, the seal of knowledge and wisdom, of also helping us to go inwards. Thumb and index finger touching. Take a few quiet moments. Sitting tall but relaxed. Drop your weight now, drop everything. And just begin to observe the state of your mind in this moment. As you kind of step back out of yourself and just connect with that quiet, watchful, witnessing presence that is always there, that never changes. Notice how you're feeling emotionally and spiritually. Do you feel connected to this universal energy? God, whatever you want to call it, Mother Nature, higher power. Notice your body. Just being here, starting to sit, we can start to feel safe and connected. And then take your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in, expanding the belly and chest. Exhale, chest in and belly in. Breathing in, light, love and peace, support, safety. Exhale, surrender everything to the highest that is within each one of us. One more breath, please. And then open your eyes. I'll actually keep them closed. You can open them if you want. I'm just going to read the words of wisdom. And this one is by Rumi. He said, "Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming." Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming. So take a moment to set your intention for your practice. What do you need today? Do you need to feel more grounded, more centered and calm? Do you need to connect with your higher self? Whatever it is, repeat it in the present tense. I am connected, I am grounded, whatever. Say it to yourself a few times. I am a being of light and love. And then let go of everything, of all your expectations. And we'll get started with our caterpillar pose, which is a seated forward bend. So you make sure that you are sitting on the edge of a cushion or a block to help tilt your pelvis forward. And what I'm going to do is take my blanket and roll it and put it underneath my knees. And then I'm going to take my bolster, or you can have your cushion. So you want to get really comfortable because we're going to be here for 4 to 5 minutes at least. Then you can have your legs a little bit wider than your hips. Put your cushion either on top or stand it this way, whatever works for you, and then kind of tilt from the hips forward. And if you feel like you don't need the blanket underneath the knees, I'm going to use it. Just fold it one way and then start to round your back. So it's nice to have a little bit of support. Again, you can have the cushion on top and stack 2 fists on top, or put your block on top to help us calm our mind. Find your place where you're feeling some resistance. And then just fold forward. You want to feel it in the back. Don't force yourself to go deeper than your first edge right away. And then let's relax here. The principles of yin, or we come into the pose where we find our first edge. We soften all the muscles and become still. And then we hold for time. So Close your eyes and just breathe. Breathing in light, calm, and peace. Exhaling tension, stress, holding on to resisting everything that comes our way. Let's just go with the flow. Soften your jaw and your shoulders. Relax the backs of your legs. If your mind is wandering, it's okay. Just gently and lovingly come back to following your breath. If you want to use an affirmation, I release myself from all outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I release myself from all outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Really relax every muscle in your body. This pose can also help with insomnia. Inhale, connecting with the light within you. Imagine that you are also surrounded by this light, safe and protected. As you inhale, you can also imagine the breath moving from the back body, starting from the feet, all the way through the crown into your heart, and then exhale out the arms back into the feet. Feel your hands on your legs. Just feel that orbiting energy of the breath. Let's finish about 3 more breaths here, which will be almost 5 minutes. Exhale with a sigh when you feel like it. Finishing your last exhale if you haven't already. Then come up to sit nice and slowly. Roll the shoulders back and down. Just let's do a counter pose. Just take your hands back, fingers pointing forward. And just lift your heart. Drop your head back if that's okay. And then slowly bend your knees. And we'll just do a few tabletops here. So hands with fingers are still pointing forward. Engage your core slightly and lift your bottom up and then down just a few times. If you can't, just do the first counter pose that you did. And then release. Let's do a few windshield wipers. Bring the knees to one side, then the other. And then just take a moment to notice how you feel. Observe your mind. And then we'll do a short version of butterfly, but we'll do it reclining. So take your bolster or cushion behind you. And if you have your blanket, open it up and just kind of roll it. We'll use this as a support for our knees. So put the rolled blanket on top of the ankles and kind of tuck it in towards the thighs. And then I want you to lay back on top of your bolster. Take your arms wide. And we'll stay here for a few minutes. Again, finding that edge and just surrender, relax all the muscles. Let go of holding on to the arms, the legs. Feel your chest opening, releasing all the tension here. And imagine that you're creating space in your heart, back of your heart, for the light to shine through to every cell of your body, your mind, your soul. Your soul is light. Breathing in love and light, peace and calm. Exhale, we drop all our worries and tension and stress. Here we're supporting and nourishing our kidneys as well. Let's sit right in the mid-back. So sending breath there, sending your love and light into the kidneys that get overstressed. They work so hard, and when they're depleted, that illness happens. So with the first pose, we also, in the Hatha Yoga tradition, we were building our immune system as well. And with this pose too, Supta Vadkonasana, or supported butterfly. Inhale, exhale, I relax. And this kind of practice is what we need to do a lot of during the winter. It's like you're hibernating, nourishing, and feeding your soul, from your soul to your body and mind. Feel the support of your cushion or bolster underneath your back. I am safe, supported, and grounded. Let's finish 2 or 3 more breaths here. And remember, you can always stay longer if it's feeling right for you and you have more time. The longer you spend in this pose, the more you will fill your cup. Exhaling with a sigh if the body is needing it, which is a sign that you're releasing stress. I know I said 3 more breaths, but I'm having a hard time getting up. But I will, because I still would like to do that meditation with you. So just straighten your legs for a little bit. Supported Shavasana, open your blanket just for a little bit. Staying warm in this cold, wintry season. Important to nourish ourselves that way as well, our joints. Notice how you feel. And then roll over to your side, curl up into a little ball, giving yourself a hug. And then when you're ready, you'll come up to sit. Again, you can move that bolster or your cushion, and you can sit on it, cross-legged or whatever works for you. And then we're going to take our hands in Gyan Mudra, just take off a little bit of a quiet time, first to connect with yourself before we begin that So hum meditation. So meaning I, hum that. Actually, hum is that and so is I, but it is I am that. It translates as that. I am that. The source of everything. You can take your hands in Gyan Mudra if you like. And then with your inhale, you'll quietly, inwardly say to yourself, so. And you can say it just either on the beginning of the inhale or the whole inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll say hum. So you'll say it quietly, which any mantra, this is like a mantra, which repeated quietly is more powerful. And if you have trouble with that, you can also use, I call this my tasbih or my wrist tasbih. In the yoga, it's also known as mala beads or rosary beads in Christianity, whatever you want to call it, or just grab a bracelet. And you can also concentrate on your mala beads or tasbih and repeat your mantra with presence, with concentration, bead by bead. So hum, or whatever is your choice of your mantra. But when done with presence and with feeling and meaning, that is when we can really transform ourselves. So not very automatically, but bead by bead. You can even look at it to help you stay present. But for personally, right now I'm going to be using my breath, okay? So you can do whatever works for you. So inhaling, repeating so. Exhale, hum. Inhaling so. Exhale, hum. I'll just say it one more time and then you'll do it at your own pace with the rhythm of your breath. If the mantra gets ahead of you, just slow down your mantra. Just do what comes naturally, even stop, okay? Inhaling so. Exhaling, hum. Stay relaxed in your face, your jaw and shoulders, completely staying soft in your body as you feel the inhale and so. Exhale, hum. And remembering the meaning of so hum. I am that. That is symbolizing universal divine energy. And when you feel ready to let go of the breath, you can just repeat the Soham or any mantra of your own choice. It doesn't have to be Soham. Completely staying soft in your whole body, perhaps focusing within the heart, behind the heart, imagining a spark of light in a dark cave behind your heart as you repeat so hum, so hum. As you just focus on the mantra, the breath becomes quieter, the mind becomes quieter. And eventually, with this quiet, the silence, you can hear the Soham or whatever mantra that you're using within yourself coming by itself, which is known as a japya mantra. So it's the sound coming internally from within. Drop into the heart, the cave of your heart. So hum. And we'll finish with a few more repetitions, but you can continue at your own pace. If you want to continue, please just pause the video. So hum. When you're done your last repetition, just let's remain quiet and feel within for the internal sound, maybe nada, meditation known as the sound that comes from within. Reflecting on the meaning of the mantra, Soham, I am that. How it connects all of us to this divine energy. Notice how you feel in your mind, your heart, and your body now, connecting maybe with your true self through this practice that we just did, your yin poses and the Soham mantra repetition. And let's take this practice forward by doing it every day with whatever mantra you choose. And as there was a saying that went on before that when the pandemic started, if you can't go outside, go inside. And let's really focus on going in because that's the reality of everything once we connect with that divine energy. Bring your palms together, rub them briskly, cup them over your eyes, and then release down. Let's do this 2 more times, making them warm. Cup the eyes, inhale, exhale down the heart, the legs last time. Inhale, pause here for a moment, and then exhale, release. Bring your hands back to the heart. Take a moment of gratitude for doing this practice, taking time to go inwards, to nourish yourself, and give time to your soul. Let us share our practice with all beings, and may all beings stop and feel this connection with their higher self, the divine that we are to our core. May all be peaceful, healthy, and strong, safe and protected. Namaste. Thank you for joining again. Remember to share and subscribe and like with a thumbs up if you enjoyed the practice. See you next time.